Hey YouTube, it's Woods Trucker Adventure Channel, and I'm Jeff, and I'm coming to you this afternoon late in September. I thought I'd just kind of come out. It's Sunday, and I figured today would be a good day to have a lazy day, and just come down here, mess around at camp, and maybe get a hammock hang in, maybe fire up the wood stove and get a meal on. I don't know, just sort of taking it as it comes. So thanks for coming along, and we'll see you soon. Okay friends, so I just have this my old hammock down here, my Grand Trunk ultralight, and it's sort of like my beater hammock. I just set it down here way far down in Camp H, and I'm calling this Site B right now, but I basically just set up this old hammock and this old Walmart tarp. And this is for I just leave it up. I just leave it up for, for sometimes it's been up for here for probably a month now. So I just come down here when I get a chance and hang out. I do have a new hammock, a non-mosquito net hammock that my wife just got me back for Father's Day in June. And I really haven't used it much, but I'm kind of reserving it for my good go-to hammock if I'm out on a trail somewhere and I just decided to take a break, relax for a lunch or something, and I'm reserving the new hammock for that. I will show it here on my channel eventually one of these days. So again, this Grand Trunk Ultralight has kind of become my beater hammock, and it's just for hanging out in the backyard. And so I'm reserving my Grand Trunk Skeeter beater for overnight trips, and my new hammock my wife got me, which is similar to a Grand Trunk single, or like it's about 10.5 feet long and about 5.5 feet wide, if that gives you hammock people any idea how long it is. I haven't shown that on this channel yet, but I will eventually. It's been really hard to find the time to get out here and make some videos, so I haven't had any trips since I did my Lamping Homestead excursion, and that was probably over a month ago. So I am back to work, and things are getting a little bit more hectic, so my time in the outdoors hasn't been as extended as I would have liked. But anyway, so here we are. I'm not sure what we're going to do today. Just kind of hang out, I guess, and that's all I really have planned. The plan is no plan, just to take it as it comes. So anyways, here we are. I thought maybe we'd do this. Let's see. I don't really have much of a view here. It's basically just woodland. Where I had you earlier was overlooking the ravine as best I could from my property. But if you watched my video from last winter, I mentioned that I have a cantankerous old neighbor, and anyways, he gives me fits, so I stay away from his property, and hopefully he stays away from mine, and all will be well. But anyways, I can't get a good view of the ravine because it's not on my land. So anyhow, hopefully you got a sense of you know, the backyard a little bit earlier. So I do feel blessed to have this little bit, so I can do things like this, come out here and just hang out and view my black panther as she comes down here and hunts. And anyways, that's about it. So I'm gonna go and see if I can scare up some food. It's about that time. Okay. Alright, so it's me again, and I'm down here just messing around and below Camp H at Site B, and I have my wood burning stove out here, my Vargo titanium. Actually, it's not a titanium, it's a stainless steel wood stove. I got it loaded up. I'm about ready to cook some ramen. I got some pork ramen, and I got some little I forget the brand of them, but they're little sausages, jerky kind of thing. So that's what we're cooking up, and we're gonna get this going here. Hopefully it all works out. Put that right there. We got it loaded up with some sticks and some leaves, and we'll see if we can get it going. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and use a lighter, and see if we can get that going just like this. Alright, see if we get it to catch. There we go. And I'll put it down in so we can start loading on top. I've only used this a handful of times, but so far I really like it. This winter I might, it was on my shopping list before, but I might look into a Firebox Mini, just because I like the design of it. And you know, the winter time is when I really like to play around with wood stoves, so looking at that down the road. But for right now, I'm really just enjoying this little Vargo. Seems to work so far for what I've used it. No problems. Alright, we'll bring you back when I get some food on, okay? Alright, so we got a pretty good torch going there. This dry branch took off like a bat out of you know where, but anyways, I want to point out that today I'm using my bush pot. This is a Walmart grease pan, Walmart grease pot, cut down, and I've been a little bit in there, and this is just kind of like, you know, little homemade gear. I got a little bail handle on it for hanging over the fire, but for right now we're just going to boil some water in here, put some ramen in, get that going. I'm going to work on getting some more coals in there, some more branches. Big thing with these is to, you know, get a bed of coals down to the bottom so you don't have to constantly feed it. You still have to constantly feed it, but if you get some coals down burning in the bottom, it's not so bad. The trick is to just keep it going. Let me get that shot there. This here dish is a favorite of mine outdoors. These sausages, I've used them multiple times. Cooking them in the ramen, cooking them in the red beans and rice, cooking them with noodles. They turn out really well. I wish I knew the name of them off the top of my head. I have to see if I can figure out how to put things in after I make the video on the edit, and if I can remember, I'll put the name of these sausages. I get them at Kroger's. They're really good. Anyways, let me bring you back once we get something going here. We got some good coals in there, you'll see, and inside, let's get a stir on this. Gotta get that up to a boil. It's warm, it's just kind of simmering right now. So we'll simmer it about 15-20 minutes and then take a look, see what we got. Okay. I'm using my buck down here. It's my everyday carry. If you checked out my my knife video, I love this little knife. It's super sharp though. I got to be very careful not to cut myself. But yeah, buck knife, using it to cut the sausage and for camp chores. I really love this little knife. I've been using it probably about 2-3 months now at the most, but really enjoy it. Again, this is a buck. I believe it's called the Apex. I got it off Amazon. Really nifty and super lightweight for backpacking. Alright, so I'm just waiting for that to cook up, and I just been kind of lazying around out here all day Sunday today and just kind of taking it easy. So I really wanted to get out and use my wood stove. I don't get a chance to use it very often, and wood stoves, the one thing about wood stoves is they're just so much fun. You know, just like cooking over an open fire, which is also very fun, but you know, you don't have to deal with the big fire and everything. And again, in places where they have limited burn, you know, you're not allowed to make fires during high fire season or whatever, or it's just plain outlawed. A little stove like this, you know, it classifies as a contained stove, so you know, you can get away with it. You can still get the traditional wood smell and cooking over an open fire, but it's legal and it's contained. And you know, I just make sure that my area is cleared out where I'm going to burn, and make sure there's no issues here. Down here I got a flat rock piece of sandstone I found, and I'm just cooking on top of it. But anyways, I just refilled it. I'm looking to bring the water up to a boil. It was simmering for a while, but what I realized that what I needed to do to get the noodles nice and soft was to bring it back up to a boil. So I took the pot off and stacked it with some wood and waited for it to catch back on, and that's what it's doing right now. So the problem is right now I have a lot of smoke. Coming up. A couple of those little branches were a little damp, but anyways, I'm going to bring in here a little closer, and then I'm going to go ahead and get off here and wait for this to finish cooking. I'll see if I can get in the first bite, but I oftentimes have problems with that because I'm trying to film with one hand and eat with the other, so I may have to just forego the first bite rule. Anyways, I'll back at you in a minute. Okay, I've closed the door. I got a good bed of coals in there, and we are simmering away. It's almost finished. The noodles are nice and soft. All that sausage and whatnot kind of goes down to the bottom. Anyways, that's it. We have pork flavoring with, I believe this is like a salami kind of sausage, so we're just a little bit different. Kind of a mix between summer sausage and like a salami or an Eckrich sausage. It's kind of a mix between all of that stuff, but anyways, we're about done here. Okay, so again, that was the Vargo stainless steel Hexagon wood stove. I love it. I would recommend it to anybody. You know, there's people who say there's drawbacks, but you know, if you're not using it all the time, you know, it's worth the money that you pay for it at about 35 bucks. It's definitely worth that. And you know, I haven't had any problems with airflow underneath. I think it's inherent to all wood stoves that you're going to have to kind of work with them. You're going to have to constantly feed them. And from time to time, if there's not any wind, like right now, there's no wind blowing. You know, I think it stands to reason that you're going to have to give some air to your fire to keep that thing going. So anyways, this is Jeff from Woods Trekking Adventures. And by the way, friends out there, I have changed the last 2 letters of my first part of my screen name. You know, I've been making these videos and it's been hard for me to kind of say Woods Trekking Adventures, so I thought I would just simplify it, and that way I could say this is Jeff at Woods Trekking Adventures, and you know, be done with it. So if that little change, I've done it once before, it didn't cause any problems, so hopefully it doesn't cause any problems for people out there trying to watch me and get on board with what I'm doing. But anyways, one more time, Vargo stainless steel Hexagon wood stove, highly recommended. Grease pot, cut down to size, handle fixed or kind of crunched together, and a bale wire attached, and inside pork ramen noodles with some sausage. And that's Jeff coming at you from Camp HB, and we're going to swing in the hammock for a minute, and then we're going to call it a day once this food gets done cooking, and finish our bite to eat, and that's it. So I hope you found this day at Camp HB B site somewhat enjoyable. Anyways, folks, fall's about here. I think today is like September 27th or something. We should get some fall colors here in West Virginia within the next, you know, maybe 3 weeks or so. And but then again, summer's been kind of hanging on. It kind of got a late start, so hopefully we can get some good fall colors before too long, and get out and get some actual woods trekking in. I do have in mind that before too long, I do want to make a visit back to. I do want to make a visit back to the Lamping Homestead Rec area. That trail there. I only got to go about, I don't know, maybe a mile on that thing, and that looked like a real promising trail, one that I would like to spend more time on it. The total length on that trail, I believe, was 5 miles, and you know, I really enjoyed it. And hopefully before too long, before it starts getting cold, or maybe even after it gets cold, I'll get down there and get a hike in. I would like to get in one more overnight adventure, but things are going to start getting real busy for me before too long. Wrestling season will start, and I am a head coach of the local middle school wrestling team, so things will get real busy when that happens, and I won't be able to get out for, you know, if I get out at all, it'll be, you know, here 20 minutes here, half hour there. So I guess I suppose that within the next month or so I need to make some things happen. So anyways, keep posted on my website. I hope you're enjoying my content. I am continually trying to make my videos a little bit better, you know, with my editing skills and how I'm actually setting up videos on the computer. I need to figure out how to make it a full screen so that you can, you know, instead of, right now all my videos seem to have those black edges around the edge, and I don't really know how to fix that, but I'm going to try for this one, and you know, we'll see what happens. But anyways, that's all I know for now. I'm going to go eat. Adios, friends. Take care. Have fun out there. Woods Trekking Adventures. Signing off. This here dish is a favorite of mine outdoors. These sausages, I've used them multiple times. Cooking them in the ramen, cooking them in the red beans and rice, cooking them with noodles. They turn out really well. I wish I knew the name of them off the top of my head. I'll have to see if I can figure out how to put things in after I make the video on the edit, and if I can remember, I'll put the name of these sausages. I get them at Kroger's. They're really good. Anyways, let me bring you back once we get something going here. We got some good coals in there, you'll see, and inside, let's get a stir on this. Gotta get that up to a boil. It's warm, it's just kind of simmering right now. So we'll simmer it about 15-20 minutes and then take a look, see what we got. Okay.